Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Nur Iza Nabila binti Jeffrey with student ID 2024204436 from class BA 2734E. So, I will be presenting an important topic titled Hybrid and Flexible Work as a Driver of Organizational Change. In this presentation, I will explain how our hybrid work creates new organizational challenges and how these challenges drive companies' change. My discussion will be supported by 3 recent journal articles from UITM's database. Before I move into the journal findings, it is important to understand that although hybrid and flexible work bring many positive impacts such as greater flexibility, better work-life balance, and access to a wider talent pool, they also introduce several organizational challenges. These challenges affect communication, culture, and performance management. And because of these challenges, organizations are forced to adapt, transform, and rethink the way they operate. So today, I will focus on 3 major challenges supported by journal research. The first major challenge is coordination and communication issues. According to a study by Boyraz and Gilbert, 2020, employees experience high transitional stress than when they were suddenly pushed into working from home during pandemic. This shift caused confusion because routines were unclear, communication patterns were become unstable, and workflows were not properly adjusted. This finding directly reflects what many hybrid organizations experience today. When employees are split between on-site and remote locations, several issues tend to occur. The first one is misalignment in information sharing, duplicated or missing work, and lastly is slower decision making due to asynchronous communication. For example, some team members may receive important updates late, while others may move ahead without complete information. As a result, coordinations become inefficient. So the key point here is hybrid work can disrupt coordination and lead to communication breakdowns unless organizations redesign their systems, tools, and processes. The second major challenge is cultural fragmentation, supported by Haru Navamwi and Kananyoni 2023. Their research found that techno-stress and work-family conflict significantly reduce employees' engagement and emotional energy. When engagement drops, employees naturally participate less in teamwork and feel less connected to their colleagues. In hybrid settings, this problem becomes more serious because remote employees often face social isolation. They miss casual interactions, spontaneous collaboration, and small conversations that usually build team spirit. This can create an in-group versus out-group dynamic. The first one is on-site employees feel more visible and connected. Remote employees feel excluded or overlooked. The researchers also highlight that virtual distance weakens employees' psychological connection to the organization. Therefore, the challenge is clear. Hybrid work can weaken social and emotional bonds, reduce engagement, and create cultural divides within teams. This pushes organizations to rethink how they build culture and maintain unity across hybrid environments. The third challenge relates to productivity monitoring based on research by Brega et al. 2023. Their study shows that many managers still resist flexible work arrangements because they lack trust in employees who are not physically present. This lack of trust becomes an institutional barrier that limits the effectiveness of hybrid work. As a result, some managers rely on surveillance software, frequent check-ins, real-time monitoring dashboards, and constant progress reporting. While these tools are meant to increase visibility, they can create pressure and tension. Employees feel like they must constantly prove their productivity. Over time, this leads to stress, burnout, lower job satisfaction. The core issue is excessive monitoring due to low managerial trust creates an unhealthy work environment and pushes organizations to shift toward results-based performance evaluation. In conclusion, the shift to hybrid and flexible work has undeniably transformed how organizations operate. However, journal findings clearly showed that this transition also brings significant challenges such as coordination and communication problems caused by unclear workflows and unstable communication systems. Next is cultural fragmentation due to techno-stress, reduced engagement and feelings of isolation among remote employees. And lastly, productivity monitoring issues resulting from low managerial trust and increased reliance on surveillance tools. And these challenges force organizations to rethink and redesign their systems, whether in communication, culture building, or performance management. Therefore, hybrid and flexible work are not just new work arrangements, they are powerful drivers of organizational change. That's all from me, and thank you.